So I managed to pick up some really cool projects from a lovely gentleman named Jim and his son Michael, and I went there for one specific boat and I left with 2 boats and 2 workshop tools. And the reason I went for the workshop tools was because they were so unique and so beautiful. One's more beautiful than the other, but when you're a loser like me, you just can't pass up things which are artwork and also serve a purpose that I've been looking for. And I never had a drill press, especially I wanted a small one. So I managed to pick up this one. So that's a boat, we'll talk about that later, but this very small drill press, it's amazing. I'm going to do sort of a semi restoration, so I'm going to leave you know, the patina there, but basically just get all the rust off bits and go from there. So first thing I'm going to do is pull it apart best I know, sort of all the slidey bits out and rust treat them, and then might wire wheel it, and also we'll test to see if this big old motor works. Just gave it a quick spray down with degreaser yesterday, and I noticed that I thought the wood was rotten because it was so black, but I think I'll just use some steel wool on that, and that'll come up nice. And yeah, lovely little post drill. Basically what I'm doing is I've just sort of separated it very basically, and I'm just hitting it with some rust converter and cleaner, and then depending how well it comes up, I'll wire wheel the bits I need to. But it's already, you should always wear gloves and glasses with this stuff because it is an acid. Don't do as I say, not as I do, usual thing. You can see as soon as I brush it on how effective this is. Get the bolts and then the main upright, which I think I'll probably have to hit with some steel wool, but it doesn't hurt to chuck some of this on there. Get that. Okay, we're back. Day 2 of giving this a quick, I don't want to say resto, but a quick freshen up, let's say. So I did the rust converter yesterday. It's done a really good job. Just need some steel wool, which is a time consuming part, just to get any of this residue off it. That white residue is just from the converter. That's come up really nice. If you remember, that was super rusty. You can now make out the numbers, which is nice. But yeah, I don't want to minimize the amount of paint I remove. I know you're probably thinking, what's the point? It's completely trashed, but yeah, I like it, so I don't know, it just shows its age and wear. Also would have hit this with some contact cleaner, as well, the switch and the wiring, just so everything's good. So yeah, we'll get cracking on the boring part of getting all this residue off, getting these nice and clean looking with some steel wool. Fortunately there's no real fast way you could hit it with a wire wheel, but once again don't want to be damaging anything more than I have to. And here we are, all painted. This went for a satin finish. Once again, don't want to make it look too new, but just sealed everything up. But yeah, all that lovely patina. It's a word that's thrown around a lot, but let me get a decent shot for you. It's just got years of oil and paint and everything in there. Probably some blood, some sweat. It's just I can't accentuate how beautiful that bit of wood is.
Much time passing.
This project was on hold for a bit. This is the drill press which I got off Jim. Same guy with the boat, the lightweight boat, and also a green boat coming up. So I just thought something a bit different. Because it's been sitting around for a while, I got a little bit of surface rust on this shaft. So and this has movable components, so I can't paint this. So I've also got something to treat that with. And yeah, we'll just go from there. We won't go too in depth, but you'll see it come together and hopefully work. Because I've tried it with the, made sure the motor works, and we'll see if we can get the whole thing working. Let's go. As you can see, it's nice, fresh, clean metal now. Considering its age, this is actually from the 40s. So you can see I've got some annoying corrosion on the bare metal, on this shaft, and in on here. Here's pretty good, but I'm going to clean this, what do you call it, gear off, so it's nice and clean and operates smoothly in the teeth. So I'm going to clean all those teeth off with wire wheel, grease that heaps. And then I'll clean all this off, and then add some of that, some of my spray and stay non-drip formula, because that seems to be working a treat, and it's yeah, coming together good.
Okay, so you can see me just fitting the main body of the drill. This was, I had oiled up on the shaft for the drill press to move up and down. I did run into some problems later, which you'll see, where that top pulley was getting jammed. That had really needs to be remachined with flat again, but some brass shims will do the job in the meantime. Now I'm fitting the belt tensioner, and this is sort of a critical part. The bit I noticed with this was that sort of turn screw there, and it holds it in place. The thread's actually starting to go on that, so I'll probably have to drill that out and re-tap it with a larger diameter.
Okay, I'll just recheck.
And go from there.
Tight. Yeah, can't go anywhere. They got pins. Okay. This is my scaredy cat. Oh, nothing. Okay. Do I have the power turned on? Okay, ready. Okay, so she's slipping on the bell. That's not unsurprising. Motor's nice and quiet because there's so much oil everywhere. Things are tight. It's not surprising in the slightest. Okay. We'll try and loosen things up and we'll have a part 2. Okay, I didn't go back inside. I stayed. I pulled that top pulley off. It needs remachining essentially in the base and some new shims. But one good thing about things that were handmade is that you can put them back together by hand. So yeah, I'll be able to fix that in the future for, you know, long-term running. Now let's just see if we can get it to do its thing. Let's go one-on-one again. Okay, let's see it. Come on, baby. Ah. Okay, ready? It's working. It's nice and quiet. I have no idea why. It's pretty exciting. I don't know why that's doing that. Maybe just adjustment here. I can't put a lot of tension on because the thread's a bit worn. So it's something I have to address. But as you can see, from the stationary motor or electric motor up from the pulleys through the top and down to the drill press, which has those beautiful numbers on it on the original paint. Really see how that works and how other people would run other machines with belts off that motor as well. So say if you had like a saw that needed and that was belt driven. You could just run a pulley off that, but that's beautiful and smooth. There we go. Finally. That was a lot of work. It's a Champion #1, made in England, and the motor is a Westinghouse. That's running so smooth.